Okay, let's just dive right in. If you've ever felt like saving money is a constant battle against your own brain, trust me, you're so not alone. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of money-saving apps and explore the really clever psychology and simple tech that's helping millions of people save more with way less effort.
And this quote from Lenda Yu, it just nails the feeling, doesn't it? I mean, think about it. The old way of saving always felt like such a chore, demanding crazy discipline and these complicated spreadsheets. But what if technology could show us a different way?
So to really get the solution, we first have to pinpoint the problem. And it's a deep one. It's this conflict that plays out in our minds every single day. Let's talk about this saver's dilemma.
This really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? We all have goals. We all know that saving is important. So why does that logic just fly out the window when it's time to actually, put the money aside? Well, the answer is basically this tug of war happening between two different versions of you.
Yep, it's present you versus future you. There's actually a name for this. Behavioral economists call it present bias. Present you is totally wired for that immediate reward. The joy of that coffee today feels way more real and urgent than the kind of abstract idea of a retirement fund decades from now. Future you, that you has the better plan for sure. But let's be real, present you is the one holding the credit card. So how do we help our well-intentioned future self win this fight a little more often? Well, this is exactly where technology steps in, acting like a brilliant referee in this whole internal battle.
And honestly, this is the perfect way to think about it. These apps aren't about forcing you to change your personality. Nope. Instead, they're like a trainer that does all the heavy lifting for you, or an autopilot that just guides your money in the right direction, totally in the background. They make saving the default settings so you don't have to rely on pure willpower every single day.
And you know what? Getting started is ridiculously simple. You just link your main account, you pick a rule that sounds good to you, and that's it. The app takes over. It just quietly moves these tiny amounts of money into your savings, making the whole process pretty much invisible.
So what's the magic behind all this? It's all about something called micro savings. Seriously, just think of it like a digital piggy bank. Instead of you tossing your physical loose change into a jar at the end of the day, these apps are automatically sweeping up your digital spare change. It's all about saving in these tiny, painless, and super consistent ways.
Okay, but here's the thing. This technology is not a one-size-fits-all deal. The real key here is finding a strategy that just clicks with your lifestyle and your personality. It's about finding your own saving style.
So first up, you've got the classic, the OG approach, the spare change saver. This is the roundup method. So let's say you buy a coffee for $3.50. The app automatically rounds that up to $4 and slides that extra 50 cents into your savings. It basically turns every single purchase into a tiny little act of saving.
All right, next up is the AI-powered saver. This is for anyone who wants a true set-it-and-forget-it experience. What these apps do is they analyze your income, your spending, and they intelligently figure out when you have a little extra cash to spare. And then, boom, they automatically move it over to savings for you.
And then, for all you creative folks out there, there's the custom rule crafter. These apps let you build your own saving triggers based on your habits. Like you could literally tell it, hey, save me $5 every single time I go to my favorite coffee shop. Or you can have it automatically stash away 10% of every paycheck the second it lands in your account.
So this chart really breaks it all down for you. If you want saving to feel totally invisible, roundups with apps like Acorns or Chime are fantastic. If you're a hands-off type of person who's cool with trusting an algorithm, then AI-powered apps like Opportune or Albert are going to be your best friend. For those of you who want to link saving to your actual life habits, Qapital's custom rules are perfect. And hey, let's not forget subscription cutters like Rocket Money, which are amazing at finding that lost money by canceling services you forgot you were even paying for.
Okay, so we've seen the strategies, but let's get to the real secret sauce here. What's the one thing that makes all of these so incredibly effective? Well, it all comes down to one super powerful idea: automation. And get this number is absolutely mind-blowing. Over 15 million Americans have seriously boosted their retirement funds, all thanks to a program called Save More Tomorrow, which is basically the blueprint for a lot of these apps. So this isn't just some nice theory, right? This is proven massive scale success.
So why on earth does this work so well? Well, it's because it basically hacks our own brains. First off, it totally dodges that present bias problem we talked about. You're not deciding to save money today. You're committing now to save automatically in the future. Second, it gets around our natural fear of losing money by tying savings increases to pay raises, so your actual take-home pay never feels like it's going down. And finally, it flips inertia from being your enemy to your best friend. Instead of needing to actively choose to save more, you have to actively choose to stop, and most of us just don't bother.
And this quote from Nobel laureate Richard Thaler, one of the guys who designed the program, I mean, he just nails it. The real genius here is taking a very human weakness, our tendency to just do nothing, and flipping it on its head to make it a powerful force for building our wealth.
And the proof? It's right here in the numbers. In the very first study of this program, the people in it more than tripled their savings rate in just a little over 2 years. They went from saving just 3.5% to an incredible 11.6%. That's not just a small bump. That's a life-changing amount of money.
Okay, so we've talked about the psychology, we've looked at the tech, and we've seen the proof. Now, let's bring it all back to what really matters. Because at the end of the day, these apps, they're just the tool. The real question, the one that counts, is what's the goal? I mean, maybe for you, it's building that crucial $500 emergency fund that experts always talk about. Or maybe it's planning that dream vacation, or working toward a down payment on a home. Whatever it is, the whole point of saving is to build the life you actually want. These tools just make that journey a heck of a lot easier.
You know, when you step back, it's pretty incredible. We're at a point where technology can literally help us overcome our own psychological roadblocks to get to our long-term goals. The tools are here, and they make the process almost effortless. So the only question left is the most important one of all. What future are you going to build with it?